Howdy folks, Tetsu here, down in lower tiers where the power's low, but the battles are fierce. And today I'll be continuing my self-proclaimed quest to archive all the battles during the first 7U tournament, which thereby I hope to bring light to the tier and possibly help it grow. So join me as we move on to match 3 of round 3. Our combatants this time will be Huarguensy versus Stunner047. While this will be Stunner's first match, Huarguensy went 2-0 in their round 2 match against Imbetterthanuhahaha. Either way, their skill should be witnessed here today by both myself and you, the viewer. If you happen to enjoy the video, I humbly request you click that like button. Also subscribe and click that bell if you want to be notified for later uploads. Working together, we can bring more attention to this fascinating metagame. With all that said, let's begin. Alright, match 3, game 1. Let's play lead metagame. Both players are going to be starting with Tentacle. And it looks like we're going to see an early rap battle, but a quick PT switch by Stunner into Voltorb as Huarguensy goes into their Rhyhorn. Quick switch to Ivysaur from Stunner as Rhyhorn goes for a substitute and gets put to sleep for its trouble. Are we going to see a switch? We do, with a Razor Leaf coming in, with Ivysaur tanking it from Huarguensy. And it looks like they're going to be trading body slams with Stunners getting paralyzed. RNGesus. Rhyhorn getting switched in for Huarguensy, tanking a body slam, and a quick switch to Charmeleon being hit by a Razor Leaf, taking it down to 77%. Body slam onto Stunner's Rhyhorn coming in, with Ivysaur being sent out by Huarguensy and being hit massively by Earthquake, being brought to 25. Stunner bringing their paralyzed Ivysaur to block sleep, as Charmeleon is brought in and is paralyzed, being hit by Body Slam. Tentacle being switched in as Stunner brings in their Rhyhorn at the exact same time, having to force them to bring in their Tentacle to take a Hydro Pump. Very well played by Huarguensy. Voltorb's going to be PT switched in once again. Thunderbolt hits and paralyzes Tentacle as Blizzard hits the little ball. Quick switch to Rhyhorn to tank the next Thunderbolt, with Rhyhorn being switched in by Stunner and Meowth being brought at the same time. Golbat has to be switched in. Bubble Beam, no speed drop, so Meowth's going to be sent back in. Double Edge hitting. Are we going to see a switch? We do. Pretty consistent at this point. Hitmonchan gets crit with Mega Drain, fully healing Golbat, going for the Double Edge again. Hitmonchan going for that body slam, no paralysis. Hyper Beam, it does not take it out, brings Hitmonchan to 4% and a counter coming in, bringing Golbat to 4%. Agility, body slam, and Golbat goes down. Ivysaur is switched in. Body slam trying to hope for that paralysis. It does not work out, so Hitmonchan is taken out. Meowth going for sub, hoping for paralysis or switch. Neither happens. And Slash hits Ivysaur, and Razor Leaf, and a retaliatory Razor Leaf is going to bring Meowth down to 15% as Ivysaur goes down. Voltorb from Stunner coming in. Thunderbolt hits the Rhyhorn, passing a sleep turn as Ivysaur is sent in to tank a Bubble Beam and to be ceremoniously sacked, or unceremoniously possibly. Charmeleon is going to be Slash. Counter again. No! Paralysis goes through, and Charmeleon is taken down. That is unfortunate. But Huarguensy is able to win the speed tie. Meowth is brought to 40%, but it's 4 against 2 at this point. And Stunner wins the battle because Huarguensy forfeits the first match. I can't really say I blame him at that point. Alright, on to game 2. Let's play lead metagame. Both players once again going for Tentacle, and the rap battle begins again by Stunner, and both players are going to immediately switch to their Ivysaur, with Stunner getting the first sleep off. Huarguensy going for their Charmeleon, body slam coming in, no paralysis. Meowth being switched in as Shelter from Stunner comes in. Substitute going down as Surf breaks it. I guess Huarguensy was hoping for a switch. Thunderbolt goes down, bringing Shelter 51%. Meowth brought to 32% in the yellow. Tentacle being brought in as Ivysaur is switched in for Stunner. Rap going out for 2 turns. Is this just going to be a whittling down moment? No, Charmeleon is PT switch in by Huarguensy. Rhyhorn coming in for Fire Spin to hit on a crit, no less. Shelter being brought in, Rhyhorn being switched out for Tentacle, and Shelter goes boom! Taking out that massive threat. Tentacle is down. Meowth for Stunner, and Huarguensy going for their Tentacle. Body Slam paralyzes Tentacle, and again, after a Hydro Pump, Meowth goes for the Body Slam, does not take it out, maybe expecting a switch. Tentacle is taken out by the follow-up Rhyhorn. Oh gosh dang, that's bad. Meowth switched in for Huarguensy. They go for their substitute. Stunner is in a really bad way with their late game cleaner taken out. Huarguensy is at 7%. Quick switch to Charmeleon. Body Slam coming in. Do we see a paralysis? No. Meowth coming once again. A risky switch, but Rhyhorn is brought in. Bubble Beam hits it. Bring it down to 27% as Meowth goes down. Charmeleon brought in for Huarguensy, misses the Fire Blast on the incoming Ivysaur switch, but the second one connects. Shelter coming in, Ivysaur, the sleeping Ivysaur no less, is being hit by Surf as it switched in. Blizzard hits, bringing down to 42%. Ivysaur wakes up, but it looks like it's going to be put on ice. Charmeleon from Huarguensy going in, and it crits, taking out Shelter. It's now, well, I was going to say it was a Charmeleon on Charmeleon battle, but that apparently is not the case. Wait, submission! Submission's going to do recoil! That's a crit! Earthquake's going to take it out! And Charmeleon goes down! Speed tie! Rhyhorn from Huarguensy wins the speed tie, winning them the second game. 1-1, folks. Whew. That's exciting. Alright, on to game 2. Game 2. Game 3! No less. Alright. What the heck are you doing? That's my sock. Get away from my sock! Silly dog. Alright. Alright. Let's play late metagame. Charmeleon and Clefairy from Huarguensy and Stunner. Respectively, Clefairy gets hit as it goes for Sing by Fire Blast, burned, and taken out by Slash. Okay, that was bad. Charmeleon gets switched out for Tentacle. Well, both players switch in their Tentacle in this case, with both players going to Voltorb and Ivysaur, and Voltorb goes boom on Stunner's Ivysaur. Meowth switched in, goes for Slash, taking Stunner's Ivysaur out for an early 2-mon lead. Fire Blast onto Rhyhorn, and Stunner switches it for Meowth, tanking it an Earthquake. Bubble Beam hits Ivysaur, no speed drop, not that really mattered. Body Slam does crit though, with Body Slam from Ivysaur going in, Slash taking out Huarguensy's Ivysaur in retaliation. Meowth goes for their Slash onto the incoming Charmeleon. Counter going into the Rhyhorn though, that is, excuse me, massive. Tentacle being hit with Slash. Charmeleon being brought down by Surf. Tentacle is at 25%. Gets taken out by Voltorb from Stunner. Charmeleon is switched in for Huarguensy. Thunderbolt. No paralysis. Fire Blast. Takes Voltorb down below half health. Explosion. Leaves Charmeleon on 3%. Meowth comes in from by Stunner. Taking down Huarguensy's Charmeleon. Oh, but Stunner is able to win the speed tie, meaning Tentacle is able to win. Huarguensy did try to go for that possible paralysis chance by Thunderbolt, but it did not manage. Whew. That was really, really something. So, what did we learn? 7U is seen as a metagame where constant switching is a no-no, and while I agree with that statement, Huarguensy showed that you can do so with a little know-how. Switching out Rhyhorn while sub meant that Stunner was likely to Razor Leaf rather than Body Slam, allowing Huarguensy to switch in their Ivy. Switching in Rhyhorn while asleep into a Body Slam and then into Charm against Razor was also an interesting tactic. While I agree that such tactics can be risky, there is something to say about fortune favoring the bold. Golbat using Hyper Beam on Hitmonchan top tops off at 42.2% without a crit, another lesson in knowing your ranges. You could make an argument that the damage helped, but since Ivy was the next mon in, it meant little. Razor does a minimum of 58.4% damage to the boxer. Fire Blast from a Charmeleon into a Shelter normally does between 30 to 35.3%. So yes, that crit did matter. With the match over, Huarguensy will be continuing on in the WB, while Stunner 047, with their first elimination, will be heading down to the LB. We'll be catching up with them again later, I'm sure. And if you happen to have found the video interesting, why not join in on the fun? I've got all the necessary links down in the description, from the resource hub to the Discord. Hope to see you there. Until next time, everybody, take care. Bye!